a.m. I'd like to welcome everybody to the commission meeting for September the 8th of 2020 of the Limestone County Commission and call it to order. Pam, do we have any public comments?
No, sir.
All righty. Thank you, ma'am. Pam, would you please call roll?
Commissioner Samet.
Here.
Commissioner Turner.
Here.
Commissioner Black.
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
Chief, would you like to lead us in our pledge, please, sir?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Chief. All righty. All right. First thing on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the August 17th of 2020 meeting minutes. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $4,339,370.66. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, on the resolutions in order, first on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve resolutions and amend and restart agreement for the Greenbrier Parkway Phase 5. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda on the resolutions in order, I'll ask for a motion for the resolution to approve funding for the safety improvement for the LED lighted signs. The project cost for the fiscal year 2020 is estimated cost of $45,355. To be the ACCA Safety Incentive Program, $22,677 will come back, and the rest will be paid for the general fund. Do I have such a motion to approve this resolution?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on the agenda, under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to approve State of Alabama Department of Corrections contract with the Limestone County Community Corrections Program beginning fiscal year 2021, and initial allocation of $270,424 reimbursable funding of qualified offenders, and authorize Tony Gravitt as the director to execute the contract retroactive September the 1st of 2020. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to renew Southern Health Partners Health Services Agreement for inmate medical for the additional one-year term beginning October the 1st of 2020 for a monthly cost of $52,253.49. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve Central Square Pro Suite agreement for software upgrades at the Sheriff's Office pending a county attorney approval. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve agreement with the Mental Health Centers of North Central Alabama Incorporated to continue providing an on-site juvenile court liaison for the 40 hours per week beginning October the 1st of 2020 through September the 30th of 2021 at an annual cost of $58,905. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammy. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammy.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under budget revisions here, we have four budget revisions all through the IT department. I'll take them all up in one if nobody has any issue with that. All right, it'll be, first budget revision will be for miscellaneous equipment, which will be $175,000. The second one will be a budget revision for data processing equipment for $200,000 and software for $100,000. And then the software will be the third one of $221,976,000. And then the last one on here will be for miscellaneous equipment of $155,500 with a software of $234,253. To have such a motion to approve all four of these budget revisions.
It sounded like we just spent $10 million right there. I don't know. I couldn't keep up with writing it down, but I'll make the motion.
Well, have a motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Harrison. That was a mouthful.
Yeah, my calculator didn't keep up.
Yeah.
Get out of the general fund.
Yeah.
All right.
I just point out for everybody that wasn't in the work session, this is all covered by the CARES Act. It won't require any out of the general fund.
Yes, it will. That was will be reimbursed by the CARES Act. That is true. All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammy.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fish, don't bring any more numbers like that in here. Gets everybody confused. All right, we have no emergency purchases. Board appointments, we have two reappointments here. I'll ask for a motion to reappoint Jerry Crabtree and Mike Besh to the E911 Board with the terms ending September the 30th of 2024. Do I have such a motion?
Make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammy. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammy.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no award of bids under personnel action. I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire a part-time county engineer assistant to add to the staffing plan, engineer assistant. Sorry about that. Got ahead of myself. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammy. Any discussion?
I'll just say, unless you want to say something, Mark, this is for the FEMA, the grants, and it'll be paid out of the FEMA grant. And it'll only be for that period where we're managing these FEMA grants.
All right. Any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammy.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda, well, I'll ask for a motion to hire Jalen Hillman as a corrections officer pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammy.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on the agenda, under merit increases, I'll ask for a motion to approve these 5 individuals listed below on the merit increases. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammy. Any discussion with any of them? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammy.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this point, I'll turn it over to our engineer, Mr. Mark Massey. Thank you. You get to talk a little while.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have the following subdivisions for your consideration today. Tony Sinyard subdivision. This is a replat of an existing subdivision, tracks 1A and 2A. Minor subdivision, preliminary and final, 2 lots in District 4. It's approximately 350 feet east of Pamela Drive and Tucker Lane intersection. Johnson Road subdivision, again a replat. This is affecting lots 1, 2, and 3. So it's a minor, preliminary, and final 3 lots in District 1 east of Johnson Road. Marks subdivision, this is minor, preliminary, and final, creating 13 lots in District 3 1 mile south of Highway 72 at Evans Road and Blackburn Road intersection. Martin Subdivision, minor, so this is preliminary and final, creating 4 lots in District 4, northeast corner of New Cut Road and Thompson Road intersection. Briar Patch Subdivision, this is addition number 1. This is a major subdivision, so it's only for preliminary. 109 lots in District 2, east side of Wells Road on south side of Ed Ray Road intersection. Greystone Estates Subdivision, this is a replat of lots 63 and 64, so it's a minor, preliminary, and final affecting 2 lots in District 1, Heathrow Street and Liverpool Drive intersection. Heritage Woods, this is a major for final approval, creating 30 lots in District 2, south side of Branch Road. So we have those subdivisions. And then, do I need to go on to the next item? It's subdivision related as well.
Okay, go ahead.
And then amend Hamlin and Gates subdivision, Phase 2. This was granted approval on February 3rd, 2020 for 7 lots in District 2. It's located on the west side of Newby Chapel Road, approximately 900 feet north of St. John Road. The property owner has requested to add additional lots to total 11 lots. And so just to kind of keep the filing of the plat clean, we want to amend that subdivision that was originally granted approval February 3rd. So that's all I have for your consideration today.
Do we need to take them up in 2 motions, or y'all just take them up in 1?
Just in one.
Either way.
I mean, it's all going subdivision replats, whatever, so. All right. So, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 7 subdivisions as presented by Mr. Massey, and then the 1 replat at the bottom. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with any of the 8 above?
That's 150 lots in your district, Steve.
Oh,
Yeah.
It ain't my district a whole lot longer, so he can
Oh,
be
yeah.
with it.
Hey, you gonna be Madison, boy.
Yeah.
You know, the incredible thing is, I was talking the other day how much household materials costs went up building homes, and they're still approving this. You know, they saying about double what material cost, and they're still building this number of homes in this area. So, anyways, enough discussion with that. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Motion carries unanimously. Under other business here, I'll ask for a motion to remove the following 2 pieces of equipment, which are 2 mapping tables from the Revenue Commission office. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion with this items? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no scheduled public hearings. At this time, report of officers. Commissioner Sammet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We've got our roads ready, our next phase of paving roads. They'll be ready when your crew gets there. Also, we kind of got caught in the dark last week by the railroad company. We had 4 roads shut down on the east side on the west side of the interstate, I'm sorry. Elkton Road, Cary Road, Cagle Road, and Piney Chapel Road. And then the state had Wales Street shut down. That shut down that whole east side of my district. And I wish there was some way that we could get the railroad companies to communicate better with us. I mean, the emergency, I don't know how they handled emergency response. I don't even know if they notified the emergency responders. They did? I didn't know it, Brandon.
Yeah, we work with EMA quite a bit on those kind of notifications.
On the railroad, with the railroad company?
Same
We need to get that
time.
contact person from you if you don't mind.
It's probably the same contact person we had, which
Okay.
which we worked with the railroad on developing detour routes, and that's how we knew it was going to happen. But we were told at the time it would be 1 at a time that would be closed. We were caught when it was
Oh, that's-
4 of them that were closed.
That's what I say. These were,
So-
this is 5 roads right there. I mean, that shut down that whole section of the county, same as. But I'm just saying, I wish there was some way they would communicate with us. to have this, you know, to make us aware of it. We were getting phone calls and didn't know what was going on, you know. But I don't know if there's somebody that we need to get in touch with. I know we try to work with them. You know, like I say, you didn't expect them to shut them all down at the same time, but it really did hurt. But and I'm just glad nothing occurred from it. Everything's open back up except for the interstate, and they'll be shutting down Piney Chapel. I think it's a month. They're raising the bridges is what they're doing over I-65, and I think, Mark, they told you it'd be a month at a time.
It's something like that.
Okay. Right now they're on Wells Street. I guess when they get that project finished, they'll move to Piney Chapel Road. No, that's Black Road right there.
Black Road.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Black Road. But I just wish we could improve communication with them. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Sammet. Commissioner Turner?
I don't have anything.
Thank you, Commissioner Turner. Commissioner Black?
We're still far behind on bush hogging. Had a few employees out. Been having a paving crew come in. Barely got prepared for them to come in today because I had some out sick last week. So just glad that they're there. Like you said about the chip sealing, some of the roads that I had down to chip seal may not get chip sealed this time. And then again, they might do it, but we'll discuss that. That's it.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Commissioner Harrison?
We're out on Whitty Mill, fixing a couple of base failures and getting it ready. Hopefully, at some point after October 1st, or we can plant mix that. Tomorrow, hopefully, if rain holds off, we'll be out on County Line Road. We've got our reclaimer fixed. We ought to be able to make a lot more time with that fixed as opposed to using the asphalt zipper. So hopefully we'll get that here in the next week. And of course, we're getting ready for the roads ready for next week to chip seal. And on that, I'm substituting, I'm deleting Anderson Road, the repairs on Anderson Road, and adding in Shelton Road. That will not affect the time. The time is about the same on those, the same length and different type repairs, but the main thing is the time is about the same, so we won't be adding time. So, and then I want to talk a little bit about the road funding. We've had, the DA come in and ask for more revenue, and we've had other departments asking for more revenue due to COVID, and a lot of this is just COVID related. Our funds have been affected by COVID. Just the 3-cent tax was down about 80,000 so far. What's really hit us more than that is, of course, our state tax is a whole lot more than that, and that's been down proportionally about the same, hasn't it?
I think so. I don't know the exact number. But
it's several $100,000 that we've been hit just due to decreased revenues in the gas tax funds. This hopefully will go away, but we'll never be able to make that up. And so we really need to focus on how we can improve our operations and reduce costs and allocate more money, to our roads. Last session I asked, for $1 million, and that will get us about a third or about half, make up about 50% of it, of what we need to maintain our roads on a regular basis. And the bad thing about it is that we are on our roads, we're on the upper steep end of the hockey stick as terms of cost versus time on a lot of our roads. We've got roads that are failing at an accelerating rate. I've got roads, Jason's got road due to Toyota Mazda, those are, and we don't have the funds to do them right now. So there's several ways that we can, improve operations. We can And I'm open to anything. I'm open to even prorating other departments' budgets. I mean, I don't know what we're going to have to do, but we're going to be in a, I don't know, what do you call it? The trains are about to collide. And so what we need to focus on is how do we improve operations. And one of the things is we're not getting any return on our deposits. We could get, if we revise our purchasing system and utilizing the cards where we get a rebate, that's a huge amount of money there. And we need to move on these things so where we can devote more money to our road system, because there's no more gas tax coming out of the legislature. Okay, that's done. And I mean, probably for many, many, many years. And so, no money's dropping out of heaven. So we're going to have to improve our operations. We're going to have to find ways to be more efficient, implement things that will increase the revenue, and we're going to have to search. We're just going to have to search for ways, because we're approaching a train wreck. Now, the train wreck is upon us. And it's good that, the chairman used the funds from the excess the banking excise tax. That has been up 2 years. I mean, in our budget this year, it was like $22,000. Well, we got $200,000. Okay, we need to dedicate some of this revenue to our roads. And we can do that. I mean, I see some daylight several years out. There's going to be projects that's going to come on the books. Carpenter technology in 2022 is going to come on. And just a growth from our ad valorem taxes. We're going to have to consider how to allocate those funds, and if we don't squander it on stuff that is not critical, because our infrastructure, we've got to approach it as critical, and we're going to have to start saying no to people and focus. I mean, we may even have to, and I'm open to proration on other funds. So I'm open to suggestions. I put some things out there for y'all to consider, but I cannot emphasize enough the need for speed in doing this, because we need it now. We got hit by COVID. That's going to hurt us. We just learned last week our federal aid fund swap was supposed to be $400,000 from the gas tax that passed, that created the federal fund swap. We were supposed to get $400,000. We're only getting $169,000 out of that. It's got to be made up. And so, I'm just emphasizing, I'm begging that we come together and maybe a special session with the budget in front of us, and figure out where we can cut, where we can allocate more money for roads, because it's got to happen. It's got to happen. We've decreased our cost a considerable amount. The milling machine has really opened up a lower cost way of addressing some of our roads, and that's been a tremendous success. And but we've got to do more. So anyway, that's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Harrison. Well, first of all, I want to thank the fellow commissioners for the helping fund with the hazardous household waste pickup. We had August 29th. That was a big success. I mean, that was something that was really needed in our community. People was lined up bringing waste. I mean, it was at the high school. Thank everybody for helped and volunteered with that. It was a great success. Next thing is, there's so many things that with the COVID virus going on that we don't get to do publicly, like proclamations and things. So we actually, other day, we always light the courthouse green, teal for the ovarian cancer month, and we done that the other day and signed a proclamation for that. So I just wanted to thank Ms. Tina Cook and them for bringing by the proclamation for us to sign. We've made a proclamation for it and proclamated that month, September. So things like that we're still doing. We're just not doing it just publicly because of the people, social distancing rules. And I want to thank my fellow commissioners for the stop signs and intersection signs and all. You know, as a community, that's one thing that we strive to do is make a safer community. So with that, I want to thank everybody for that. And thank everybody for coming today. And one more mention, I want to, you know, we have a little guy named Justin around town, and he's always excited. He helped a bus driver out at Bertie Thornton Center when he failed, and I want to thank Captain Simmons for coming up to the fire hall. We went up to the fire hall at Elkmont, and they had him little cakes and brownies, and it was a touching moment. You know, the bus driver fell and broke her leg, and, you know, he'd been trained, you know, what to do and what to help. And I know sometimes, you know, people like that, they have a special place in my heart, and, you know, and it was just great to see him, I mean, when they got him a youth council sheriff's department shirt, and you've never seen a little guy so happy in your life when he received that shirt. He couldn't run to the bathroom fast enough to put it on to get his stuff out in front of the videos, and it was, you know, that was a great story. You know, things like that good go on in the community every day, and so I just want to thank everybody who came up and supported him in that day. Thank everybody for being here today, and we will adjourn until 9 a.m. on Monday, September the 21st, 2020 at the Clinton Street Courthouse Annex, 100 South Clinton Street. Thank y'all.